Get those legs up, buddy.
Yeah, God, I'm dragging a little bit today too, so I may be joining you here sooner rather than later. Welcome to the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Big Mike.
And welcome to episode 37.
I think that sounds right.
That sounds ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So VIP tickets to the shit show. Because it's been a week.
Dude, it has been a week.
I mean, more of a week for you, honestly, because, like, I didn't have to plan all that stuff. I didn't have to do all that stuff. I just had to show up to a couple of things, but it was, holy shit, that was something.
It was a long week. Successful week, but
Yep.
It was definitely, I tried not to keep track of the actual hours that I was at Tap. Like I said, I'm usually there 7 days a week anyways, but I was there today, but in and out, hour and a half before we're open. So crank tunes, fill the ATM, check the tills, do all the stuff, right?
Yep.
So, but no, this last week with our 10-year anniversary party, it wasn't just the quick in and outs.
Yeah.
It was the making sure the band had enough power and the extra tents were set up and barbecue on Thursday with Ronnie, which was, dude, he murdered it with steaks.
I'm so sad that I missed that.
He started at 5:30, and I felt bad because we kind of chatted a little bit about, how much should I get? I was like, dude, I don't know your business.
Yeah.
I don't know your margins. He doesn't usually have steak, right?
Yeah.
Blazing Euro, they're fairly heavy on chicken and lamb for their gyros and their platters and their skewers. So for the anniversary party every year, he goes out and he gets usually ribeye or something that he cubes up, and he does steak skewers.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, I don't know. I can't. I don't know what to tell you, right? Because the last thing I want, he's doing this as a favor. Of course, he's making money, right? He's not giving away the food, but he's helping us out by feeding people there.
Yeah.
Instead of having them walk over and get the normal gyro and all the deals that he always gives our customers 7 days a week. So we were chatting about. I was like, dude, I don't know. There could be 50 people. There could be 150 people.
Somewhere in between that, prepare for all.
Yeah, but some people might go do dominoes, and they might do this, and they might. So I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Just buy some to eat. And I was like, dude, if worse comes to worse, I'd rather you have nothing left over at the end, because now you don't have to do some BS, steak special that, you bought $200 more of meat than you really needed. Yeah. Well, he ran out at 7:30 on steak.
Damn.
So he crushed whatever inventory he bought. So luckily, since his brick and mortar restaurant is right in the same parking lot, he was calling his staff. He's like, bring me all the chicken we have and bring me this. Dude, he was freaking slanging food on Thursday. So I was happy. I felt a little bad. I guess I should have probably told him to buy some more steak. But hey, at least now he's not running steak specials. But you know what?
Get there early if you want the good shit.
Oh, and it was, dude, everyone always freaks out and they talk it up. Dude, he was just Weber Grill, right? Little seasoning. It was just bed of rice, salad. People enjoyed the food. People enjoyed the price point he made, and so no, like I said, it was a long long week. Monday, Make-A-Wish Foundation of Oregon. That was a huge success. I think the tally was right around hair over $2,800. So I was pretty stoked with that. Right,
that's solid.
Dude, a little 1,400 square foot small tap house, right?
Yeah,
in Tigard, Oregon. Not even a suburb of Portland by 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And we cranked out, $2,800 for Make-A-Wish. So I thought that was good. And Tuesday was actually, I thought Tuesday was going to be dead. I brought in all these little projects to work on. I had to hang extension cords and run power out to the tent. So I brought all this stuff because I really thought I was going to just be sitting around with no customers, bored, right? And the first hour started off that way. 2 to 3, I was dead. And I got all of my little projects done. And then the rest of the day was freaking busy. So then I was stressed. And I was like, oh, shit, does this mean we're going to be slow on Wednesday? And you were there on Wednesday. We were
not
anything
slow.
but slow, right?
Not slow.
So, no, I'm glad it was a success. Nothing, Ted and I were talking that it felt super manageable as far as like the amount of people we had.
Yeah.
No breakage of stuff, no drama, I mean, like, it could have been the best anniversary party.
Nice.
Like, nothing happened, right? We
Yeah.
brought in that band.
Yep.
Shout outs to Melts in Your Mouth here in Portland. Everyone seemed, I've been kind of picking everyone's brain.
Yeah, they were solid. They were a really good time.
Good volume. Like that front table that you guys were at, closest to the band,
Yeah.
so of course it's going to be a little, but I felt like even when I was trying to come out there and say hi to everyone, like I felt like it was
fine.
It was a good mix of their cover of other songs and their original and the volume, and it wasn't like you were outside and couldn't have a conversation, right? Maybe had to talk a little louder.
That's not a problem.
But no,
I'm good at talking loud.
I just felt it was I wish I got to enjoy outside a little more by drinking and listening to the music. But from all the feedback I got from people, they said that was a good anniversary party.
Yeah.
So it was fun,
solid.
but I'm glad the other one's in the book now. So kind of go back to some normalcy.
Well, what'd you bring us to drink this week?
Well, so it's funny. I got a hot lead. Back in the day when Tap did liquor, we didn't want to be that typical bar, so we did exclusively just Oregon liquors.
Okay.
So there's a few whiskeys and bourbons in the state that we would go through quite often, and East Side Distillery is the company that makes it's called Burnside Bourbon.
Yeah.
Someone was at the Tiger Main Street store the other day, and they knew that I used to drink a lot of this stuff back in the day, and they were like, "Hey, man, they got a special store pick just for Tigered Spirits."
Hell yeah.
I saw it. They have a display of it, and I was like thinking, it's one of those, is there, 4 bottles, and is there a line? He's like, "No, dude, there's like a display." there's a display, which makes sense because after reading it, it looks like,
it's a single barrel.
They bought the single
pick.
barrel. Yep, store pick. So it's just for Tigered Spirits. This bottle. It's a single barrel bourbon from Burnside, aged 8 years.
Okay.
Finished in Oregon oak barrels for 195 days, and it's brand. I mean, it was just born. It was just bottled on May 1st of this year.
Damn.
92 proof, and I love the label because it even tells you the mash bill. So it's 70 corn, 20 rye, and 10% barley malt. So tried to do a little research, right? Because, but since this is
just their shit
exclusively bottled for Tigered Spirits, it's not on Eastside Distillery's website. You can't really find anything about it. I'll tell you, I've only had a little.
Yep.
Super cheap. I mean, it was $45.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because I feel like the other stuff is right around that. That's not a single barrel. But you know what? We'll take the next 40, 50 minutes and keep sipping on it. But so far, I mean, what do you think? Have you?
I've had a little bit of this, and it's. I mean, for a $45, this does not taste like a $45 glass. I mean, this.
No, man. It's sat now a little bit, but man, it has great nose on it.
Yep.
Taste of smoke. It's good. I think this is going to be a good one to start off the episode.
All right, cheers, buddy.
All right, cheers, man. Sitting back and relaxing. This is it right here.
Damn. Like it, and it's. Yeah, so shit show was all this week. So you had the fundraiser on Monday, then Wednesday and Thursday were anniversary party stuff, Mug Club appreciation on Wednesday, and then the other anniversary party,
customer appreciation
on Thursday. And then you had other things going on Friday. We had Robin Hood Festival down here in Sherwood all this weekend, so Friday and Saturday, Joanna and I were down at the garage sale because they do like a garage sale to support various athletics. So it's the dance team and the cheer team get together, and you collect all this stuff and you put it out as a garage sale, and whatever you make helps offset costs for these sports.
Dude, everything must go. Let's fire sale this
yeah.
stuff.
So, Joanna went full in on this thing, and we had 6 bins full of stuff, plus a dream duffel full of stuff, plus. My entire truck was full of things. And then a friend of one of the other team members, their daughter, the daughter brought her stuff because she's staying with us this weekend. So we had all that stuff. And of course it's 93 degrees.
Oh, dude.
And it's hotter than Hades. We're right on this parking lot out by an elementary school. And we're selling pretty good. I mean, we did pretty well for the weekend for McKenna, but, and Emery did pretty good too. But Jesus, I mean, people watching at these things is interesting. So at one point so on Friday, like, we closed down at 4. People are still shopping. We're like, we literally don't have the cash box anymore. We cannot sell anymore. We're closed. We'll be back open tomorrow. Oh, I have exact change. I don't have anywhere to put that exact change. Like, we're closed. I cannot sell. Well, can you just hold it for me till tomorrow? If none of this stuff, we're not packing this stuff up. We're just putting tarps over top of it. If it's not here tomorrow, I don't give a shit. Like, anything we don't sell, I'm donating at the end of this thing. None of this stuff goes home.
Nope.
None of it.
It made it down here. It's either going to New Homes or Goodwill.
Then on Saturday at one point, like after the parade and everything else, we're just kind of, we're selling. We're doing pretty good. And this cop just kind of rolls up, parks in the middle of the road. He's just walking through, chatting, and then he starts chatting to this one person with very fake pink hair, a lot of tattoos, very short shorts, a lot of interesting other things that are kind of a tip off, and then a medic, like a hospital bracelet.
Oh shit! Okay.
On her wrist.
Okay.
And she is just vomiting all the details about her drama in her life and everything else. And like, oh, you know who I am. You guys are at my house like every 3 weeks and blah, blah, blah and everything else. And so he gets done talking with her and he comes wandering over talking to Joanna and I. He's like, I can't quite place it, but something's not right. Like, you think? He's like, I'm just going to hang out for a little bit. Is she actually biting? Like, yeah, that's her pile over there. And sure enough, she bought it all. And she did well. She got a lot of things for $1, $2, dirt cheap stuff and good quality items. Shout out and little plug for next year's garage sale down there. Come on down. You'll get a bunch of Lululemon stuff that's never been worn by a child that desperately needed it and then never wore it. Not that I'm bitter. But yeah, so he just kind of hung out, and sure enough, she paid for everything. And he's like, so if it becomes a problem, go ahead and just, give me a call. And she pays, she goes, she comes back 5 minutes later like she's never been there before.
Oh, jeez.
Like, uh-oh. She's like, this is really neat looking. What are you guys doing here today? Like, I know you don't have a twin because nobody is putting this outfit together.
It's a one-of-one outfit there.
Yeah, this can't be copied. Like, oh, wow. So we had that shit show, and then we went down to Robin Hood to watch Hit Machine play last night.
Oh, good old Hit Machine, man.
Yeah.
They get around this area, don't they?
They do, and they've been doing it 20-plus years, still killing it and having a good time. Everybody loves it. But it was, it's like any time you go down there, it's a shit show. You get people. This year they were selling full bottles of wine in the beer garden.
Oh,
so you've got you've got a limit to how many beers you can get. Like they're saying 4 beers total, and they mark your little wristband.
Oh, like total for the evening?
Yeah, total for the evening.
Oh, man.
So here's how you get around this. Like, they mark your wristband every time you go through. Well, if you walk out and take your wristband off and you come back in, they give you a new wristband.
Boom.
I mean, you just keep going. This is not rocket science. But if you're keeping track of the beer, but you're just selling people bottles of wine left and right, like, I'm pretty sure that the full bottles of wine are a bigger problem than the Bud Lights or ciders.
1,000%. You're talking 13.5% for the wine versus 4 to. I mean, did they have IPAs and stuff?
No, yeah, they had an IPA.
Right, so 4
Bud
to what?
Light.
7.5.
Yeah, there's no comparison.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious.
Oh my god! So there was a lot of people that were wine drunk in the beer garden, like, spilling, entire bottles. Holy hell!
Freaking bottles, baby. Yeah, the Mug Club member. Shout out Randy. He did a little block party. Some people thinks it's its birthday. He made a little speech beforehand that it's just summer party, right? He's been doing it, I don't know, ever since I can remember, minus a few years in COVID. But yeah, it was a little. Last year we had fire department and medics there because someone fell off the stairs, so it was kind of a shit show. So no one knew exactly what to expect this year. But yeah, no police, no fire, no EMTs.
Less of a shit show.
Less of a shit show. It was still a lot of people, a lot of drinks flowing, a lot of people using the recommendation. It's in the neighborhood, so it was, kind of not required, but definitely strongly suggested of, doing some Ubers and Lyfts, and parking was a nightmare. But
yeah,
it's the coolest neighborhood because all the neighbors are on board. They're all there. Band's supposed to go, I think, only until 9.
Yeah.
My last memory, it was still going on like 10:15. The music.
Yeah.
People bring over their lawn chairs, and it was kind of a fun little festivity. So that was last night. Bumped into a few other Tapphoria Mug Club members there. So it was a good time. Good time. Not so much on the shit show side this year, but it was good.
I feel like if you prepare for the shit show, it's oftentimes not that much of a shit show. But if you walk in thinking like, this will be easy, that's where the shit show comes from.
No, I agree. Like I said, Ted and I, we kind of recapped and did a just how did everything go on Thursday night. We hung out there till midnight, and it was fun to. Not that other years have been crazy, right? But with crowds, it's hard to do crowd control at Tap because it's
just
a strip mall, right? Yeah. So we have a little patio, but no, man, everyone stayed in place. I think the band helped, right? People wanted to hang out, especially if they had a seat. There wasn't a lot of meandering going on. You either were, I guess, inside or outside, right?
Yeah.
So it was, but no, overall, it was super. Super good. No drama, no nothing. My high school science teacher, he popped in on on Thursday. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
He just retired, and I felt so guilty. I was told I was invited, but it was on a Monday.
You've called him out a few times on the cast.
Yeah, Duggan. Shout out Duggan. Just retired from Tualatin, and he had been there since they opened in '92.
Damn.
So he was an OG teacher, first teaching job after his degree, and literally spent his entire career at one school, which I kind of find like that's pretty badass, right? But yeah, it was fun. I introduced him as Mr. Duggan.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, he looked at me, he shook his head, and he said his real name. I'm like, sorry, sir. I've still.
You're always gonna be that.
You're my teacher. I was your student. But it's funny. They're like, you actually hang out with them and drink. I was like, well, pre-COVID, we'd try to get together, once a year or whatever. And he's living back on this side of town, so people at Tap thought it was pretty funny. So he hung out with us for quite a while. So it was fun crushing beers with my old science teacher.
Oh my God. That's I mean, part of getting older is that kind of stuff, and everybody that you run into that, we ran into our old babysitter at Robin Hood last night.
Really?
So the woman now who used to babysit our kids when they were, or Jackson especially when he was first born. And she was, 12 years old when she first started babysitting, and Jackson was in diapers. And, now she's in her 30s, and she's got a kid and a life and everything. I'm like, No, I don't like this game anymore.
I know.
Now I'm starting to feel old.
It's insane when you start running into. We still have relationships with the flower girls that were in our wedding, and it's same thing, right? Like they're all grown. They've all done their college. They're living in different states. And I'm like, oh, man. You guys, it felt like it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't. It wasn't that long ago. No, I don't want to know. Oh, God.
Yeah, I guess we're getting a little older. You see that, if you haven't, I think you had. Did you see that picture that Kate posted of Ted and I?
Oh yeah, when you guys were first building in the floor and everything.
You can hijack one of those if you want.
All right.
I'll get verbal. Hold on, Ted. Can we post that picture for Whiskey and Wine? Sure thing, Mike. So
there we go.
He signed off on it. Yeah, I even looked at that photo and I was like, I had to zoom and I go, what the fuck? I had to have a single gray hair. I was about 60 pounds lighter. And I'm thinking, I was like, dude, I was fucking 34 when we started that. We're sitting on sheetrock, and I'm just thinking, where the fuck's all this going to go?
Oh, you found places.
Oh God. So yeah, that picture, it was very cool that Kate found it. Mary was there on Wednesday with you, and man, she's phenomenal. What she can find and do on her phone.
I know.
Right? She's like, 10 seconds later, she's like, dude, check out that photo.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, you must have the best
just organizational system.
Just to find photos from.
She's probably, every time she's taking photos, she's probably putting like meta tags on them, Tapphoria, Mike, Katie.
She's phenomenal. So she was looking at some of our old photos, and I was like, actually, I need to talk to you. I need to hire you to do. She did all of our original photo work when we first opened.
Yeah.
It's on the website. I was looking at it not that long ago. I'm like, oh shit, man! It has changed so much.
You gotta update that a little bit, because I was using it when I'm trying to do the video.
Yeah.
So I'm using images from the website, and I'm like, I don't remember it ever really looking like this.
I mean, that was early days, man. That was when we were able to sell duck and beaver growlers because they were readily available with licensing agreements, and then the frickin'
NIL
got a little got a little greedy. We would sell those. We would have all the local sports, man. We had Blazers stuff. We had Seahawks stuff. We had all these frosted growlers, and then everyone just got super greedy with their licensing stuff, and they priced everyone out. It was to the point where it's like, who's gonna spend $40 for a glass growler,
right?
Double wall insulated one. That's the everyday price. But just a simple freaking glass growler,
that should be $12.
Yes. So all of those pictures are still up there. I'm like, shit, now we have the sports wall that the customers have made it their own, and we have the beer coolers that we had. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to hire you once I get back from vacation.
That means that you've got to clean it up a little bit too, though.
Got to put a little spit shine in that.
Yeah, maybe get some of the old cable boxes out of the corner over there. That kind of stuff.
I'll just have her
little purge.
I'll just have her. Well, yeah, actually, it felt good the other day. I had to purge the front left corner because the Bose surround sound stopped working.
Oh shit!
So I was tired, dude. This was, what day was that? It was either Thursday or I don't know. I think it was Friday. So it was after my, there till midnight. I'm back at 9. I'm not really thinking clearly, but I'm trying to turn on some surround sound. So I'm doing my morning work and it's not working. So I just right off the bat, I'm like, all right, it's a battery. I can't tell you the last time I've changed it, right?
Yeah.
I'll just go to Walgreens or Bi-Mart or the closest place to me and get a new battery. So that's what I did. Got the little quarter, popped the circle cover off, found the battery, took it with me, bought a new one, brought it back, put it in. It doesn't work. And I'm like, oh, man, this is... So I'm like, assuming that the cord is plugged in behind the kegerator. So I threw away so many unused coasters, and I started just purging that corner. And I get back there, and I find the lead from the subwoofer, and I'm like, all right, it goes to the left, not to the right. So I'm like, huh. Keep following it. It's plugged in over by the right of our singles cooler.
Yeah.
It just got unplugged from the surge protector.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, huh. Well, we got a new battery.
Hey, you were ahead of the game there.
And it felt good. I told Ted, he was like, oh, dude. I was like, hey, 45 minutes it took me to figure this out. But I can at least check off that left front corner. It's fucking clean now, buddy. It's real clean.
Hey, at least you didn't find anybody like asleep or dead underneath there. Like, oh, I thought that was just a pile of coats, but I was wondering where he went.
Yeah, and those after anniversary parties, you never know. Someone sleeping in the corner of the lotto room, or someone sleeping over in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I had to move have you seen the cardboard cutout we have from Caddyshack?
Yeah.
So it used to be in the front. It was donated by a few families that bought it at one of the school fundraisers, right? They spent like 50 times more than it was worth, but you know how the school fundraisers are, right? So they brought it in, they donated it, they said let people take pictures of it. Well, people have moved it throughout the year, so it now has worked its way into the lotto room. Well, I didn't know about it at first. So I remember I went in there one day with the swing door, the old Western swing doors.
Yeah.
Man, about scared the shit out of me. Because out of the corner of my eye, I see Chevy Chase with beads around his neck. Man, thank God I didn't have my gun on me. It might have had a hot one in its chest. I was like, what the shit? Oh, God, it's just, never mind.
It's just a cardboard cutout.
Oh.
I should get Ted to let me in one of these days when you're going in there, and I'll just be like around the corner and be like, hey Mike, how you doing? Just hear vroom.
No, yeah.
Like, what happened to Mike? It was a funny joke until he passed out.
Big tree fall hard.
Oh hell. What are you thinking so far?
Dude, I actually really like this, and I'm trying to nurse it, right?
Yeah, I'm having a hard time nursing it.
Just because the time it is. I've only had a little food today. I know that you and we got some other stuff going on, so it's like, oh, I can't pound. And that's funny. I wasn't even gonna.
You were just gonna fake sip it?
Well, I was gonna get through it after my night last night, but I'm like, oh shit! I keep looking at that bottle. I'm like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't know if this is exactly what I needed. A little hair of the dog after last night, but no, I actually like. I really like the flavor. I like the taste so far.
Yeah, solid. I like this. All right, pee break.
Yes.
Okay.
The Whiskey and Wine Podcast is brought to you by Tapphoria, Tigard, Oregon's first growler tap house. Founded in 2014, Tapphoria has 28 taps, including beer, wine, cider, seltzer, and kombucha. Did you know that they are a bottle shop as well now? Stop in for a pint, glass, growler, or a 4, 6, or 12-pack of the latest and greatest offerings of our local breweries. Located on Highway 99W in Tigard. Visit Tapphoria.com and follow them on social media to see what they have on tap each day. Tapphoria, craft beer and wines.
Oh, yeah. That was it.
Well, yeah, so potty break made me realize I missed a story that I needed to tell. So I am of a certain age, and that certain age means that I have to have certain medical procedures every so often, one of which is a colonoscopy. So that was this week. So I took time off work knowing, one, that on the day of the procedure that I'm busy and I'm not going to be able to do anything, but on the day before, I'm not going to be able to do anything either because Joanna had had explained to me the whole prep part of it, and I watched her go through it, and I thought, this doesn't look like it's going to be fun, so I'm going to take some time off. So I took a couple of days, and on night 1 of prep, so Monday night, they have you drink this little 6-ounce bottle of Clear You Out, essentially. I'm sure it's got an actual name to it, but its only job is to start the clearing out process.
Open the floodgate.
Yeah. So I take this little bottle, and I see Joanna start a stopwatch. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm going to see how long it takes for this to take effect. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's like, it's got to go through the system, and it's got to like start, opening up valves and all this other. It's not like an instantaneous. Nope, it's instantaneous. I gotta go sit down. So I think I was like a minute and a half in, and I was going to the bathroom, and I was like,
no shit.
I don't know what's in this stuff, but it clearly just it was like a battering ram. It just like here we go. This stuff's coming out one way or the other. And it came out, and it just kept coming out, and it kept coming out to the point where I couldn't trust a sneeze.
No.
I definitely couldn't trust a fart.
No, absolutely not.
There is no farting. Like, no, that's not an option. If you feel pressure, don't trust it. Couldn't cough. Couldn't overexert myself. None of those things. And so on night 1, you do that, and then you wake up in the morning and you take another one. And the second one, I mean, fortunately, like, I haven't really eaten in 24 hours. I've pretty well cleared out most of it. So now it's just flushing out the rest of it.
Yeah.
But the problem is, if there's no mass to slow its roll, it just rolls. So, normally you got to put a little work into this, and you get your phone out, you spend 15 minutes in there, kind of just doing your thing, right?
Yeah.
No. This is just make sure you're near the toilet, because you're going to be instantaneously taking care of this.
Don't go too far.
And the other thing is, make sure you don't have the cheap toilet paper.
Yep.
You want the good stuff for this series.
Absolutely. That cushy fucking like 3-ply stuff.
Oh yeah, I think I should have gotten some like medicated aloe vera wipes too, or something. It was bad. So, all right. So prep, probably the worst part of this thing. Like the actual procedure. Once I was in there, I was knocked out. Wake up. It's like the best nap ever, except you don't realize that any time has gone by, and you wake up and you're like, hey, that was easy. Everything's just done, and you get dressed and you go home, and you get to finally have something to eat. The IV part of it was not a good experience for me. I hate needles to start with. So, like, nobody ever has to worry that I'm going to be an IV drug user.
It's just not your jam.
That's not a thing. Like, I grew up on a farm, used to give shots to animals all the time. I don't mind that. You get a needle near me, anywhere near me, and I start, like, bouncing my knee. I start talking really fast. I'm asking all the questions. I'm like, yeah, so anyways, what do you think about the Pythagorean theorem and stuff like that? Oh, my God, that's a big needle. Holy shit, that's a big needle. It's not a big needle, but it looks like a fucking McDonald's milkshake straw to my eye. So she, I've got somebody who's helping me get prepped for this procedure. So I go in. This guy's like, all right, well, your veins aren't on the surface. And I'm like, hi, 270-pound guy. They're never going to be near the surface. Like, there's a lot of other stuff at the surface. And then you get to the stuff that should be near the surface but is well insulated. So first he goes for my right hand, and he's like, all right, we'll see what we can do here. And he goes in with the needle, and he misses, and he's like, gosh. Well, hang on. I think it's right here. And then he just rotates the needle underneath the skin. Oh. And I'm like, ow. He's like, well, nope, that's not it. And he pulls the needle out. And he's like, well, look, I mean, there's not even any blood. And sure enough, I'm not really bleeding, but ow. You just like ran a needle, like just scraping the inside of my hand. Thanks. So then he comes over to my left arm, and he's like, all right, just, nice deep breaths, and we're going to try this arm. And he tries, and I'm looking all over the place, not looking at the arm, everything else. And he finally pulls it out. He's like, nope, I missed there too. Well, unfortunately, our policy is once you miss twice, you got to get somebody else in. Like, that's fine. Everybody's got a different skill set. You need the person whose skill set is fat dudes.
That's right. Yeah.
Fat dudes over 40. That's who you need right now. So this woman comes in and she's like, all right, well, we're going to give this a shot. And so she goes for my left hand this time. And, so again, I'm looking away and she goes in and she's like, nope, I missed. I'm sorry. Well,
shit, dude.
She's like, where has he not tried? And I'm like, well, it's my right arm in the elbow there. And she goes, all right, well, just go ahead and look over that way. And so I'm looking over that way, singing whatever hymn I can think of, and like just trying to distract myself a little bit. And she puts the needle in and she goes, oh, I think I missed it. And she pulls the needle out a little bit. And the next thing I feel and hear, I feel warmth all over my forearm and on my leg. And I hear her go, oh, crap.
Oh,
and
man.
She pushes the needle back in a little bit more, and she goes, okay, we got it. We're good. Well, it's a good thing that I brought a second pair of shoes today. And I look over, and my entire forearm is just got this, like you took a squirt gun full of Kool-Aid and just went, psh, and so there's this stream that has hit my forearm and is just dripping down. My leg has it on it. The bed has it on it. And it is clearly she had gotten it all over her shoes and on the floor. And I'm like, that's a lot of blood. Oh, my God. Oh,
I'm feeling lightheaded.
Like, oh, she's like, okay, just calm down. We're going to tape this down. We're all good now. I've got a good drip. You're all set. You're just fine. I'm going to clean you up. I feel like it took like 15 of those fucking tear open wipes that you get at a barbecue place. And she's just like mopping everything up. And she's like, I'll be right back. I got to go change my shoes. Like,
oh, jeez.
Holy crap. How much blood did I spurt out? And why? Why did I spurt out a bunch of blood?
Questions. I have questions, people.
Like, okay, so can we just do like a permanent port of some sort so I never have to experience this again? I know I don't go in for a lot of medical procedures, but so far my faith in the ability to find a fucking vein in this fat ass is not high. Oh, God.
Well, hopefully not. See, now you're good, right? You're good for
yeah, I get a 10-year reprieve.
boom. There you go, buddy.
Yep.
Keep them needles away from my friend.
Yeah. So in 10 years, if we're still doing this podcast,
Oh, we could live stream it.
oh, fuck off.
No.
Oh, God, no. Like, well, we're going to knock Alex out, and then we're just going to tattoo him at the same time.
Oh,
like, wait
God.
a minute, what? So that's my shit show for this week.
All right. See?
A literal shit show.
You
I shit everything out. Everything was gone. Now, the nice thing is, I think I lost about 7 pounds.
See?
And I learned that I don't need to eat 6 times a day. I can probably just eat a few times a day and do just fine. But, I learned things. I learned a lot of things.
Hey.
And the other thing I learned is apparently if Joanna slips a little bit of propofol in me, she can do all the butt stuff she wants. Because I have no recollection of this. There you go.
Oh, shit. I don't even know how to follow that up. Do all the butt stuff she wants.
Yeah. Cheers. And cheers to butt stuff.
How's both of our oldest right now? They're on trips. How's
yeah, Jackson got back on Friday evening.
shit, so he's God, that's right, because that was it almost 2 weeks that he was
Yeah,
gone?
yeah,
Right.
it was just under.
That's right, because his episode, then we did the girl, so that's right. So he is back. He had a good time and everything.
Oh, he had a great time. Here, I'm going to show you a picture real quick.
Yeah, mine gets home tonight. So, that's, you know what? That's yep, that is a I feel like a very teenager thing. I had that same thing. And the funniest part, I mean, you can literally see
where he used his hands.
The fingers on his hands.
So the picture I'm showing, and I can't post it on social because that'd just be inappropriate, but Jackson did not do a good job for their snorkeling trip applying sunscreen. It is clear that he applied his own sunscreen, and everywhere he put sunscreen, he was fine.
Yep.
Everywhere he did not manage to put sunscreen, like exactly where his fingers stopped on his back, you can see. Like, it's there. It is obvious where he stopped, and he is lobster red everywhere else.
Man.
Apparently, a lot of the girls on this trip had a similar issue, except it was their butts.
Oh,
so
man.
they wore various kinds of swimsuits, and some of them were unwise. And
man, you gotta sunscreen them cheeks up because.
And the next day, so this was the last thing that they did. The next day is when they started flying home. They were in transit for 27 hours.
Yeah, man, that's a flight. That's a freaking
flight from Fiji to New Zealand, New Zealand to San Francisco, San Francisco to Portland. And can you imagine having a lobster red sunburned ass for 27 hours of travel?
That's literally what you're sitting on that for.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yep.
No.
Nope. Hard pass.
Thank goodness I'm a male. Give me some board shorts.
Yep. I'm at that stage where I wear those rash guards that are UV protectant.
Oh yeah.
Just because one, like it's nice to kind of just have sun protection, but two, it also kind of hides all the hair in the belly and everything else a little bit better. So I'm not out there looking like Chewbacca floating in the ocean. Like, sir, could you get out of the ocean? There's hairballs floating. Like, oh,
you're polluting.
No,
the
I'm
beach.
sorry. Yeah, so that was his shit show. Was he sunburned his entire back and then had to fly home.
Oh wow!
But he had a great time. He said that he would totally move to New Zealand. Told us all about the food and the culture and everything else, and he had a great time. And now has admitted that international travel is fun, and he's up for it.
There you go.
There you go. You just got to experience it and understand that the rest of the world can be a hell of a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Just got to get there.
Yep.
Just got to get there. I know.
And then your daughter's in Hawaii?
Mm-hmm.
Rough.
Yep, they get home tonight. We're here for this upcoming week, and then we leave next weekend for Cabo. Finally, Kate and I, our first trip of the year. The kids have been going all over, so I'm excited. Finally.
You guys finally get to do something.
Funding and supporting all these other trips. Now it's finally our turn.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I always do. It's fun. It's, well, from the studio, right?
Yeah.
They're closed for 1 week. It's not the ideal week that I would like to go to Cabo.
Right.
It is pretty humid and hot and this and that. But hey,
think you can float in a pool?
They got 8 pools. I think 6 of them have swim-up bars.
Perfect.
We're bringing our tumblers so the ice stays a little colder and in form.
Yeah.
So no, we have it all planned out. So yeah. I can't.
You can't really
wait for
complain.
A R&R.
But we're bougie like that.
Yeah.
If it were up to us with no other schedule conflicts, it would be a little less humid and hot.
Oh, absolutely. This trip we probably would take in like May or June, right?
Yeah.
Not freaking pretty much. I mean, yeah, we're literally there end of July and August. So.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like I said, we've been to Mexico so much, right? I guess it's a good problem to have that we're not. It's pretty much a resort for us. Yeah. It's an all-inclusive resort. We're going to go one day into town. We're doing a little parasailing and have some massages on the beach lined up. And besides that, it's back to our resort, swim up bar, one of them, and just chill. I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
No.
we're going over to Sun River with quite a few families, and they've got a new pool that's open that's like all very kid friendly, which has kind of turned their original pool into the adult pool. And it's like, great. I will go sit at the adult pool. I will bob up and down in the water. I will order drink after drink, and then I will go take a nap in the shade.
Boom.
Done.
I love that.
I want a good nap. That's what vacations are, is good naps.
Yep. No, I always plan. It's kind of nice that it always works where I get to wrap up with the Tap anniversary party.
Yeah.
Usually a week here, which is nice because I have to tie up a lot of loose ends. For me to leave for a week is sometimes it's kind of a pain, right? But
yeah,
I gotta tie up all the loose ends, make sure all the beer gets ordered and party bus stuff stays good and everything. But oh man, once I land there, I'm checking out. Phone will stay in the room. I'll probably check voicemails once a day. I'll probably do emails once a day. Like it's like I don't even care. I'm just gonna do nothing. And then I don't know where the summer goes. We come back and we have like 2 more weeks with Maddie, and then she goes back. She has college, and it's like the 2nd or 3rd week in August. So.
Well, and here's the thing: like school starts the last week in August.
Yep.
We don't even wait until after Labor Day this year. Like here, we're starting before Labor Day again.
Stupid.
Like, God damn it. I feel like we just started the summer. Like, I just got done doing my, like, normal driving routine. Could I get a little bit more time of not doing that? That'd be great.
I know. It went by way too fast.
Yeah. Ugh.
Way too fast.
Oh, God. Well, screw it. Let's make the most of this.
Yep. Go out with the bang here in the next, what do we got? I guess we got about, a month?
Yeah.
So it's not. It will be here quick.
Yeah.
It will be here real quick.
Yeah. Nap every day.
But what I can't wait for is what was just on that
Yep,
commercial.
NFL.
Football. It can't come soon enough. I know I have to get my ass in gear. I will be putting out some emails. We are going to have to meet like right when everyone gets back from our last few weeks of summer, because not only do we need to pick a draft night, but we got to go over stuff for the old league, the new league. Shit, I might I don't know. I might send out an email. We might have
we
might
got
have to
shit
meet
to figure
once.
out.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to figure out.
We got to figure shit out.
Because that's going to be here soon, and I can't wait.
And remember, Whiskey and Wine is sponsoring the vet belt, because I want to be on that belt one way or the other.
The workaround there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my way to get on the belt. Just pay to play, baby.
That's right.
Well, you want to do a little grading?
Sure.
I mean, this has been fantastic for me.
All right. Because I was going to ask you, $45. So unless they didn't charge her right, but now I vividly remember that's what the sign at the display said. Man, I'm pretty impressed with it. It's not that hot.
Yeah. I mean, it's only 92.
Yeah.
So
it has good flavor. Oregon, right?
Yeah.
It's always nice to support. East Side Distillery. I've drank a ton of their stuff throughout the years. Plus the party bus. They seem to be one of the more popular ones that people like to go do tours. So I've kind of double dipped on both businesses. As far as a relationship with them goes. But no, this single barrel. I'm like I said, I've crushed a lot of the just regular old Burnside bourbon throughout the years. It was an old orange label. I forgot exactly what it was.
Yeah.
They do have a few different styles, but that's what Tapphoria always had, and we used to crush that with went through a decent amount of it. But this little store pick for Tigered Spirit, if anyone's close to the Tigered Spirit liquor store there on Main Street for $45, I don't want to say you know, bang for the buck. It's pretty freaking good.
Seriously.
It's pretty freaking good. Flavor, nothing's really...
It's not weird. It's not overly one way. It's not so sweet that it's It's difficult to drink. It's not really hot.
No.
And the flavors are all there.
I love it, man. Look at Oregon. Great job on this one.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I mean, the one detractor is that it's just a store pick. This isn't the normal everyday stuff.
Yep.
So, it may be that they become more available over time, but availability right now is just at the one liquor store, really.
Yeah. Unless you can find, if they have a big enough barrel selection, and if they're doing this for multiple liquor stores.
Yeah.
So if you're if you're a listener here in the state, and if you can find it at another one, I'm really thankful for the flavor for the initial purchase, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, $45. I figured, I think their everyday stuff, is around $35. I think, right? Dude, $10 upgrade to have a single barrel
and a really good single barrel.
So no, I was telling you on break. I think I'm actually Kate and I. We have to do some shopping and have our typical Sunday errands that we're gonna do when I get home. So I might swing home by and
grab another bottle,
grab another one, and throw it in the bar at home.
There you go.
Because this is one that I feel like could appeal to a lot of people, right?
Yeah. Yep. And do all the things that you need something in this range to do.
And even at that price point, right? I told you I had to pick up some of the cheaper stuff because I was almost out of my Buffalo Trace. That is, one of about 5 or 6 things I kind of rotate at home if someone comes over and they just want a drink to drink, but they don't,
Yeah. I've got the Buffalo Trace. I usually have a Maker's bottle.
Yeah.
I'll usually have
a
bottle and bond.
I was just gonna say I've been moving people to that
Evan Williams bottle and bond,
the green label, man.
Yeah.
So there's a few of these cheap, $20 bottles that I feel they're great. I drink them, right?
Absolutely.
So I had to pick up. I was like, I left there. It was like the cheapest. It was like under $65
Yeah,
when I just left. I was
what
like,
the fuck happened?
and I got 2. I was like, oh shit! Look at me being responsible.
Don't
Proud
worry,
of myself.
you'll make up for it somewhere.
I know, yeah, totally will.
Well, what do you think?
Well, like I said, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was real good. I like the flavor. I like the proof right where it's at. It's kind of on the younger side. It is an 8-year.
Yeah.
Got almost 200 days in finishing barrels in Oregon oak. No, I like it. I like it. I even like the label, man. They did, compared to their orange and yellow and blues.
This is classy looking.
It's very classy. It's the black with the gold writing. I mean, I know the last few I've done. I think I might be going high gold on this.
Yeah.
Just because I've drank so much of their other stuff. And for the very minimal price increase, right? I think their standard's $35.
Mm-hmm.
To only have a $10 increase, because the other stuff, I honestly, it'd probably be golds.
Yep.
At best. Maybe there might even be a high silver sprinkle in it.
Yeah.
But for under $50, and like you said, I know it's not readily available, but I'm guessing they must be doing some other single barrel stuff.
This label is clearly made so that you can do other exclusively bottled for groups.
1,000%. So no, I think, like I said, might not be able to find it outside of Tigard. I can't speak on all the other liquor stores right now, but I'll tell you,
it might be in the future.
It's damn good flavor for freaking $45.
All right, you're going high gold?
Yep, I'm going high gold.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing because that's a solid, good taste in bourbon. And at $45, we're at a price point that is super doable for most everybody.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Cheers.
Look at that. It's in the books.
It's in the books.
Log it.
Oh. Well, at least the bourbon wasn't a shit show.
Yeah, that's right. See? Had a little shit show there on the wreck on NASCAR.
Yeah. No, so we're at that part of the summer where sports are hard to come by when we're recording.
We bounce back and forth just on this episode between flag football championship and a little NASCAR at the Brickyard.
Yep. But so here's the thing. We're coming up on football season.
Thank God.
Which means we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the podcast.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to throw a party.
Are we? We could. We'll invite all the
guests,
long-time listeners, or not listen, but yes, the guests.
Yep.
Have a wrap-up.
Maybe we'll do a raffle like you did.
There we go.
Because, that definitely wasn't fixed.
Oh, shut your ass up. You should have seen me on Thursday. I literally took one of the high pub chairs there. I opened the door. I sat there, and I was crushing Mexican lagers while I was like, I have quit from the raffle. I don't care if you win from inside or outside. And frickin' Braden, he was there both nights. And he tried to get everyone riled up on night 2, too. I was like, son of a bitches. Fucking raffles.
Yeah, the fix was definitely in. Because I won. I'm pretty sure I think Kate won?
I think so.
Yeah, Kate won. A bunch of people that, definitely are on the inside. One.
Hey, there was no fix. It was just
really that lucky.
Big Carl has no idea what he's pulling tickets. He is not. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, thank you, Big Carl, for all your work this last week in Cascade Lakes. Because without them, we wouldn't have had the donated keg for Make-A-Wish, so it was nice, dude.
Yeah.
Old Top Gun Ted, he got a bunch of things dialed in. Nick let Ronnie use his barbecue.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it kind of took a village. So like I said, another one in the books. I don't have to freaking start even thinking about that until May next year.
You've got a whole vacation, whole fall season.
That's all I care about.
Yep. No.
Football, vacation.
Yep. Let's do those things.
There we go.
Football, vacation, and cheers to no colonoscopies for a while.
You got a 10-year break, buddy.
Ugh. Fuck colonoscopies. Well, fuck the needle part and the prep. The actual nap was great.
Oh, shit.
Yes, it was. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. Starting to get the editing for the videos a little bit better, so hopefully here in a few weeks I can start to actually pump those things out and learn how to cut sections out that are really funny for social media. That'll be great. And I learned that I can schedule things for social media. I mean, lots of learning here.
Buddy.
Lots of growth.
Buddy.
I'm going to teach you how you can schedule things too.
Nope.
You're just going to do it on the podcast every time. Well, guys, thanks for listening. We'll be back here in another week, and we'll do it all again, baby.
That's right. Till next time.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Bye.
Hey guys, this is Alex with the Whiskey and Wine Podcast. I know we had a little bit of fun with the colorectal screening there this week, but it's really important to get screened. Anybody over the age of 40, 45, make sure to get a hold of your medical professional and get it scheduled. It is a leading cause of cancer death in the United States and around the world. So if you get screened, they take care of you. You got another 10 years clear, and you get to stay with your family and your friends. So if you're over 40, 45 years old, make sure to get a hold of your medical professional and get that colonoscopy scheduled. It's a great nap, and it's a great way to stay in front of your health. Thanks for listening, guys.